What's cracking YouTube? It's a beautiful sunny day here in the UK, so I thought today is the day that I stayed true to my word. Now, if you watched the last video that I uploaded, it was about failing, and I made a pledge that this week I'm going to put more videos out there. So I thought there's no better way to do this than just to be more and more active as much as I can throughout this week. So today I decided to shoot a video about shadows and chasing shadows, because a lot of people try to chase the light, but I like to chase shadows. But something crazy kind of happened, and I got looking at the settings inside my camera, and I came across the how can I put this? It's the miniature effect, right? It's for the kids. It's kind of like, no, it's not for the kids, but I mean, it's it's a what do they call it? They called it a crazy, I don't know what it's called. It's so something filter, right? So it basically tries to make everything look miniature. You know how these things look anyway. So me being the kid that I am, I took 1 or 2 pictures with that early, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know what? Today I'm gonna skip chasing shadows, and instead I'm gonna do some miniature photography. I've decided to come down to a train track because it just seems to be the right thing to do, right? These kind of miniature photography things, they're always kind of in these kind of locations where you can kind of get above. So I'm on this bridge thing here. I'm just gonna try and snap some shots when the next train comes through, and hopefully it turns out all right. So I'm gonna turn my microphone around here and just show you guys some of the shots I'm looking to get. So this is the angle I'm gonna shoot from, up here. Hopefully get some small people. I see a girl coming here, let's try it. See if we can make these people look quite miniature here. Cool, so that spot was all right, man. The only problem there is a lot of people there, and a lot of people like, oh my God, is he using a camera in a train station? So yeah, I gotta remember this is 2019 now. Maybe using my camera inside of a train station isn't really the smartest thing to do. So yeah, I didn't get much B-roll or anything around there, but I hope you guys got the idea. So I just went up onto the bridge, right? And I aimed my camera down up over the bridge, and I just tried to just shoot just to see what this effect kind of does. And I think trains and vehicles and people from that angle looks pretty cool. So I think I know where I'm gonna go next. If you're wondering, I'm working locally today. So today I'm just working my own hood, so to speak, my own little area. I don't really do a lot of photography around my own area, and I think you guys probably be the same. A lot of photographers don't bother shooting where they actually live. And the more and more I'm looking around today, there's a lot of things to shoot around here. So I might come out again tomorrow and shoot some things out here tomorrow. But okay, so where I'm gonna go now, I'm gonna go to like the local shopping area and see if I can get in one of the car parks that's above, because it seems like the best images you can get are from that 45-degree angle looking down on people. Yeah, and let's just see if we can utilize some of those shadows to see if we can get some stretch shadows and stuff like that. It's around 3:30 now, so the shadows are starting to get a lot longer and a lot more stretched right up until we get sunset. So should be pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, there's no goal today. There's no ending, so to speak. There's no specific goal to reach today. Today is all about just having a bit of fun and just going out and shooting with the camera. So if this kind of vlog thing doesn't really work out well, I apologize. But yeah, let's stop talking in the car, man. Let's get out on the road. I'm probably super dark right now, but I was just driving past this go-karting place. I've been there a few times before, and I thought, why don't I just go inside and ask them if I can kind of shoot some of the carts that are going around. Now, I know they've got like a balcony area where you can look down on the carts, so maybe I can get some miniature kind of looking go-kart kind of things, but I think they're gonna say no. But if you don't ask, you don't get, innit? I asked and I got, so this is pretty cool. So this is the track behind me now, and it's probably loud, you probably can't hear me. Some pretty cool carts here. I'm gonna head up to the top and see if I can just kind of get a shot of one of these guys that's going around. I think it's gonna be pretty cool, man. So yeah, let's give it a go. So like I said, there's a guy here at the moment. It's just one guy on the track, man, which is quite whack. But yeah, I'm gonna try and flip the microphone around and aim the video at the guy and take some shots and kind of do a voiceover. I don't know if you guys can see, but seems like a local photographer beat me to it, and there's somebody already here taking pictures of this guy. So I'm not sure he's gonna use the whole of this track here, but still, what's the harm in waiting? I got a couple of minutes before the sun starts to properly go down, so why not? it seems like this one's a bit of a fail. I think I might be cheeky one more time, and I'm just gonna go over to the guy that's doing the photos and just ask him if I can get in on some of this action, you know what I mean? See if we can get nice and close, but I think the closer I get, the less miniature it's gonna look. So, I don't know, maybe some cool B-roll, I don't know. One sec. Alright, let's see what you got then so far.
So yeah, so far we've got...
So you flying the drone in here?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You're brave, man. Oh, that's looking sweet.
It's not bad.
Oh, what's this, the Mavic 2, the new one?
Mavic 2 Pro, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think the problem was because it was so dark in there, the car was going so fast, I was ended up getting a lot of blurry shots there, but oh well, I think it's alright. The problem when you go into this miniature mode, it seems like it takes over a lot of the functions and it becomes pretty automatic, so. But yeah, met some cool guys in there. And this is that guy's car, like, pretty cool. Right then, so we're gonna head over now to the shopping center. Okay, so let's do that part again, right? So basically I was trying to talk and then some weird things started going off and then the sunlight. Anyway, yeah, so what I think we're gonna do now is I'm gonna move on to the last location that I was telling you guys about, and that's kind of like the main shopping area for our local town here. And I think it's gonna look better when there's a lot more people in the shots. Like inside there with the one single cart going around, it's pretty cool, but it would have been better if it was a bit more lit up and stuff like that. So hopefully when we get to the supermarket areas, I can get on one of the car parks, look down and trying to get loads of little people walking with long little shadows, because the sun is just getting to that level now, you know what I mean? Okay, so I have a little bit of a revelation here. I just realized something. So if I zoom the lens in, things start to look more miniature. I don't know if that's because it's compressed in the background, I think so. Things are starting to look a bit more miniature. So I was shooting all wide open recently, and it seems that if I just go and zoom in, things look a little bit smaller. So, oh, there's another person. So I'm finally back home in the studio. I've had some time to now look over the images, and one thing I will say is that they're all whack. Well, 90% of them are just whack, and I think I know why. You see, I didn't really have the technique locked down, and the longer the day got on, the more I kind of realized there's a lot more to it than just, you know, hoping to get a miniature kind of effect. Well, I guess this kind of means in the future we can make more videos like this, but I'll tell you where I went wrong in case you guys are gonna do this on your camera if that's something that you're into. So yeah, the first problem that I had is I wasn't getting high enough. I think that's probably the biggest issue. If you can get as high as you can and make sure that your whole like viewing angle is definitely a 45-degree angle, then I think you're just gonna get those money shots every single time. I think it's gonna be dope. But the problem with me is I wasn't getting high enough to kind of get that downwards 45 angle. So I was always getting kind of, let's just say a 38 or something. It wasn't quite angled right, but when I did get the angle right, I think I got an okay shot. So the next issue I ran into, I think I was shooting too wide to start with. So I think the best things to do is actually try to be far away from the subject and then zoom in. And I think that kind of helps out. I suppose if you was actually looking at a model town, or like, you know, those little miniature model towns, if you was actually looking at it, you wouldn't stand as far back as you can, you know what I mean? Like you kind of get kind of close, and then you're focusing on whatever subject it is. And I think that's how it works with the camera. Yeah, you have to go far away, but zooming in will give you that bit of focus that the human eye will give. And I think those are the two main problems I was doing and why I never achieved the best results. But yeah, either way, I enjoyed today. Today was fun. Yeah, had a blast just walking around, and it felt like how it used to feel back in the day when I used to do photography. I had no reason to be doing photography back in the day, and nowadays obviously it's become a lot more work heavy and things like that. I had a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, it's a different kind of video. If you like videos like this, then leave a thumbs up and leave a comment below, and maybe I'll make some more just walking around. But one thing I will say is I think I need to get myself a GoPro or something, because when I'm actually taking the images, you guys aren't seeing it, and that's kind of a downfall. I think it's a bit better if you guys can see what's going on, right? So if I just slap a GoPro somewhere, I don't know, I'll figure something out, make it a lot more entertaining. So that's Wednesday's video in the bag. Now remember, I'm posting again on, I think I said Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday we go back to the normal schedule. So hit subscribe, hit the like button, and I will catch you guys again on Friday. Don't fail, you better be there.